dreaming has begun, and you struggle for breath. Each painful step further into thin air, the higher you get on the mountain. Move of the world on the mountain, white flag unfurled. Oh my love, something's calling me. But high up here, there's nothing left to see. The sky grows dark, it's time for me to leave. White flag waving in the sky, the world below, so real to the eye, and there's nowhere left to go now, but down, 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 the hardest part, to safely reach the ground on the mountain. Groove of the world on the mountain, the white flag unfurls on the mountain. Groove of the world on the mountain, the white flag unfurls. As the rain pours down on an open road, signs direct me far as distance grows. Spinning off as freedom speaks, captivate as two strangers meet. A song for your heart of steel in a downtown bar. The secret of our passing by is kept by this guitar. Left off, I'm out of town, not long enough to see you around. If I stayed a while, time could tell, and just as well someone like you would be a welcome change. I'm just driving in the rain, just driving in the rain. And as calm restores these bleary eyes, I can sleep, thoughts linger behind. Just an acquaintance of a random night, another hello that turned into goodbye. Funny how good memories can often make you cry. Old scars don't bleed anymore, sailing with the tides. Left off, I'm out of town, not long enough to see you around. If I stayed a while, time could tell, and just as well someone like you would be the welcome change. I'm just driving in the rain, driving in
coffee cups. Right about now you'll be waking up. It's scarves and beanies. It's cold in Berlin. Caught up with the family, rediscovering memories. Bedroom ceiling, wide-eyed and dreaming. When all the things I thought I knew fade like the morning dew. When home is just a point of view. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be. Afternoon, the sun dips down. Subway rides across town. Crowded places, see your faces. Warming glow from a coffee shop. Bars that seem to never shut. Watch the lights change as the day fades. All the things I thought I knew fade like the morning dew. Home is just a point of view. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be. I've been chasing a place where I can find my peace. I've been chasing a place where I can find my peace. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be. All the while, it took me around the world to see you where I need to be.
To find what made up, I've got a super good feeling. I've got a super good feeling of a future bigger. No fingers on the trigger. I've got a super good feeling. I've got a super good feeling. That's why I keep singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's only the light I see. It's only the light I see. I keep singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's only the light. Yeah, it's only the light. Now heed the warning. These days are coming. I've got a super good feeling. I've got a super good feeling. I've a new sun rising. Everybody shining. Oh, I've got a super good feeling. I've got a super good feeling. That's why I keep singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's only the light I see. It's only the light I see. Keep singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's only the light. Yeah, it's only the light. later. Oh, I've got a super good feeling. I've got a super good feeling. That's why I keep singing. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's only the night I see. Oh, it's only the night I see. Keep singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's only the night. It's only the night.
Why don't you stay? Yeah, well, make yourself feel right at home, baby, stay. We don't have to talk too long now. Stay here, stay. I don't ever want to be alone. And you don't ever have to be alone, no child. Drop your cares and woes and come inside. Listen to the whisper of your wounded child, darling. Drop your barriers now, drop your denial. Higher voices beckon us to rest for a while. Baby, now stay. Yeah, we'll light the candle, draw the shade and stay. Forgive me for my bed's unmade. Stay here, stay. I don't ever want to be alone, no child. Drop your cares and woes and come inside. You listen to the whisper of your wounded child, darling. Picking up the pieces of my misspent youth. I'm so long for telling lies just to glimpse the truth. Baby, now stay. Yeah, we'll light the candle, draw the shade and stay. Forgive me for my bed's unmade. Stay here, stay. I don't ever want to be alone, child. You don't ever have to be alone, no, no. We don't ever have to be alone. We don't ever have to be, no. We don't ever have to be, no. We don't ever have to be alone, child. No, no. Stay. Why don't you stay? Baby, why don't you stay? Baby, why don't you stay?
Along for food, along for wine,
No.
along for
For me, I'm
simple
also
things,
looking for a place
just
because
as time, along for so much,
which
along for
lucky
coffee,
but not ideal
along for
when you're
along for
Hallo und herzlich willkommen hier live im Knust. Ich darf heute präsentieren die erste große Back-on-Stage-Show hier auf unserer legendären Knust-Bühne im Saal mit Morgan Finlay. Und bevor wir zum musikalischen Genuss übergehen, darf ich euch ein Interview präsentieren mit meiner bezaubernden Kollegin Sophie. Sophie sitzt schon in der richtigen Ecke mit Morgan. Hallo Sophie.
Hallo, hallo, Fabian. Ich sehe dich nicht, aber ich höre dich und das ist wunderbar. Ich sitze hier mit dem wundervollen, charmanten Morgan Finlay.
Hello.
Welcome to Mir geht es sehr gut. How are you doing?
Sehr, sehr gut.
Fantastisch. Welcome to Back on Stage. At home via YouTube, Facebook, and the Drin geblieben stream. I guess to you as well. Hung out here the past couple of hours, but welcome to you again.
Thank you. Wir können auf jeden Fall ein paar Worte in Deutsch auch tauschen.
Das freut mich, das ist sehr aufregend. In meinem Kopf ist immer so ein Gewirr zwischen Englisch und Deutsch und jetzt habe ich einen Interviewpartner, der das nachvollziehen kann. Deshalb ist es sehr
Except
gut.
that I don't know what nachvollziehen means.
Nachvollziehen means, do you want me to explain in German or in English?
Oh, good. Okay, then nachvollziehen, please.
Nachvollziehen in...
Well,
How do you want me to translate?
I guess, no,
How do you-
well, you said that nachvollziehen means that you explain in English, so...
Oh no, do you want me to...
Well, es macht ganz viel Spaß, in
Okay.
Deutsch zu reden. Also
Okay.
ich bin fast Profi-Deutsch, rede jetzt nach
Natürlich.
15 Jahren, aber nachvollziehen kann ich nicht.
Ist dir noch nicht vorgekommen? Okay.
No.
Nachvollziehen means, I guess... I'm just going to say it in English.
Well, whatever,
to be
just-
able to like relate or to be able to understand that this is the way it is. I don't know what I used the word to begin with in what context. So maybe let's just move on. How about that?
You know what, Sophie? The secret to my getting my Deutsch verbessert is learning a neues deutsche Wort jedes Tag.
Okay.
And
so,
today you just gave me nachvollziehen.
Nachvollziehen.
Thank you.
So, you're so welcome. Ich kann nachvollziehen, dass du dich freust, Musik spielen zu können. I can relate to that. I understand that. Yeah.
Wow, geil. Ja, danke. Ja, ich nachvollziehe zurück.
Okay, that's 100% how you use that word. But let's maybe talk about really quickly why you're here. You're playing a set, and right now you're taking the time to chat with me, which is super cool. There's people at home watching. You've got a very passionate fan base, which
I love the family.
yeah,
Cheers.
which we'll be talking about a little bit later on. We've got, so obviously this is a free stream. People can watch it on multiple platforms.
Worldwide.
This is true. No pressure. Hello, people in Brazil. But what's really cool is that if, tough times, if people want, they can support you and the venue and the Back on Stage team via this virtual bar that we've got on the dringeblieben.de page. So there's a really fun little thing that people can do because they can donate, they can buy items off of the virtual bar.
That's right.
Would you like to give me a sneak peek of the items off of that menu, or do you want me to go?
Let's see how much I can remember here, Sophie. Es gibt auf jeden Fall ein paar Getränke. There's a couple drinks in there, including a Nelson Brewing Company mug of honey pale ale, which is from back in BC, Canada, the province of British Columbia, the province of Vancouver, von wo ich komme. There's a microbrewery called Nelson Brewery, so there's one of those you can buy as well. Virtual, everything's virtual, of course. Let's see. There's if someone offers to bid for it, I'm going to do a world record standing long jump in my Daytons. It's going to be insane. And if anyone buys actually one of these virtual bar items, that blue light is going to go off, which I think maybe people can see now.
It's a little police light.
It's a little police light. It's a little bit policey. It's got a policey kind of thing to it. But it's not police tonight. It's donation. And there's other things too. There's what else we got? There's a cover song available of a couple of my favorite Canadians. There is Sophie, you got the list in front of you. Why don't you?
Not the whole list, but I mean, we talked about this prior. You're not a great fan of covers, of playing covers, because I mean, the man's written almost 100 songs, so there's plenty to choose from. So, but the two that you would technically play at an occasion like this are Neil Young and Leonard Cohen songs.
Ganz genau. Also gute kanadische Stücke.
But it comes at a price.
That's right. It's no cover is for free. That's for sure. Yeah. No, I'm. Well, I played covers many years ago, 15 years ago, and I did it for about 2 years. And I played a lot of Irish pubs, and quite frankly, cover songs drove me into the ground. And
Understandable.
It was quite depressing. But that's not because these aren't great songs. It's just because that was what I was doing every Friday and Saturday night for a couple years, and it was very hard. So there came a point where I had so many releases. Ich hatte so viel Platte, so viel Katalog, dass ich habe einfach gesagt, stopp, zu meiner Booking-Agentur vor jetzt 8 Jahre habe ich gesagt, stopp, kein mehr Irish Pub, kein Cover-Leads, nein. So there was a point when I just said, no more of this. I'm not going to do it. And so I just play my own stuff, and I got plenty of stuff, and I'm proud of my songs, and I like them, and some other people like them too. So I stick to my own stuff. But those are the 2 exceptions tonight, Sophie. That's correct. Leonard Cohen or Neil Young.
I'm gonna freak out so hard if we get the the notification that, oh my God, someone bought the covers. So those are not virtual. Those will actually happen.
This is the real thing, yeah. I will actually do it, which I never do.
Yeah. So there's also, which I really like, an instant song. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, so Kevin, our master chef here, from backonstage.tv, he asked me to come up with a list of a couple of Dankeschöns. That's a couple of perks that we could sell in the virtual bar. And so I kind of racked my brain, and I don't know, I was sitting there, and I always have crazy ideas, which people who watch my Homebound concert series shows every weekend know a couple of my crazy ideas. And that was, that was just my latest crazy idea, was if people buy that Dankeschön, then I'll write a song instantly for them. Instant. I've never done this before, by the way. Ich habe das immer nie gemacht. What would be instant, Sophie?
In German.
Instant.
Instantaneous.
Sofort.
Sofort.
Ein Sofortlied?
Ein Sofort-Song.
Sofortige?
Ein sofortiger Song. Ein Express.
Ein Express-Song. Leute,
really
ein Express-Song schreibe ich gerne in den Moment, dass eure Unterstützung. Unterstützung. I always get messed up with the ungs at the end. So, wenn eure Unterstützung kommt, dann schreibe ich, also in die nächste Song, also ich stoppe nicht den Song, zu schreiben, einen Express-Song, but after I take a break, I will invent an instant song for you, and only for you, but you have to give me 3 words. Now, I've never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to go, but it's going to be all yours.
I'm so excited.
That's going to be very fun, actually.
And I hope that you get a lot of random words that will be really hard to include in a song.
Yeah, so, I did comedy improv actually many years ago, and it was loads of fun.
There you go.
So that's kind of right up my alley.
That probably helps. What's going on with Fabian over there?
Oh, there is a question in the chat already.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, Morgan, you get asked, do you know the word zwischenmenschliche Beziehung?
Oh boy, you know what? That must be, is that cactus?
There is no real name.
All right, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. There was a time, so Fabi, how I started to learn my Deutsch it was a game by my friend David. Cactus is his real name, in Bonn, and he introduced this game that every day I had to have a new Deutsch word. And at one point, he introduced me to, he taught me like Eichhörnchen and Doppelhaushälfte and Sozialversicherungsausweis. And so these were like my, the bedrock of my Deutsch. And then at one point I learned zwischenmenschliche Beziehung, and I love that one. And I riffed on that one for a long time. Hey, zwischenmenschliche Beziehung, that's why we're all here. And folks, who don't understand German, zwischenmenschliche Beziehung means between people connection. And so, between people connection, it's very good. So that's a cool comment. Thank you to whoever wrote that down. It's zwischenmenschliche Beziehung is the reason that we're here, ist die Gründe, dass wir hier sind. Und ja, ist klasse, oder? Zwischen Menschen.
Such a tongue twister.
Zwischenmenschliche Beziehungen.
I'm not going to say it now because I'm probably going to mess it up. So, yeah. And I mean, beautifully said.
Oh, thanks, Sophie.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Maybe let's talk about what a productive year it's been last year for you. You have written an entire album.
Yes. Yeah, it's been an insane year. Also es war ein wirklich komische, crazy Jahr auf jeden Fall. Since the COVID, you know, I guess when I switch into English, I have to call it COVID, hey?
Yeah, I don't really like coronavirus. But auf Deutsch sage ich auch Coronavirus. Ich sage nicht COVID.
You don't say COVID in Deutsch, hey?
Not really.
People probably wouldn't even know what you're talking about if you say COVID in Deutsch.
I do say it, but I like how people on the news say it because they say COVID.
COVID.
And that's just jokes. But yeah, no, continue. I'm sorry, going on a tangent here.
No, I turned it back on you. Sorry, the COVID Corona name thing. So anyways, yeah. Seit dem Anfang des Corona, ich habe Homebound Concert Series gespielt jede Wochenende mit den Family. Every weekend I played, well, the beginning it was 2 shows, actually, one for Facebook and one for YouTube, and then after about show number 24, I guess I took a break over the summer last year when things were like, when COVID ran away.
I was going to say, how dare you after 21? So lazy. God.
I know. I got a little foul. And foul, by the way, that's very funny. Foul in Deutsch, of course, or in English, of course, means like smelly or like super bad. But foul in German means lazy. Isn't that a funny one? There's a little something for you guys. A little Deutsch. So I took...
What we would call in elementary school when we learn English, we call it a false friend. So.
A false friend?
Yeah.
Would that be a falsche Freund?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like a misleading word that you would think that it meant one thing, but
Right.
again, interrupting. Just gonna.
Not at all. You're not interrupting at all. No, that was a falsche Freund, exactly. So that's foul and foul. Anyway, so I took a break for the summer last year, but then we started the Homebound Concert Series again in October. And yeah, so my thing from the start with every show was to write a new song for the show. So I wrote, in 23 shows for what I call the first season of the Homebound Concert Series last year, I wrote 22 songs. I missed one night. I was like, I haven't got anything. But I wrote 22 songs, and then over the summer I wrote like another 8. And so I had 30 songs written, and then für jede Platte, ich mache eine Abstimmung mit dem Publikum, dass sie können entscheiden, welche Songs sind die, also sozusagen beste, oder die, was gefallen uns meistens. So I do a song vote before every album that you guys can choose which songs you think are the best, and then that's what we did in the end of August, and then went into the studio in September, to record this album, and it's just been a whirlwind. I can't believe it. It's been like probably, I would say, the best year of my career.
Wow.
I would have to say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's thanks, by the way, to the MFF. That is the Finlay family that's been coming to the Homebound Concert Series shows every weekend and supporting over the last year. I could not have done this without you guys. Isn't so klasse. Danke.
Aw.
No.
Shout out. Big
Really.
time.
I'm telling you, it's all
Yeah.
about the family.
You were saying the most, what did you just say? The most successful, most productive, most intense, best? You probably just said best year of
All
your...
of what you just said
Okay.
is what last year has been. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So
Honestly.
do you think your new album, Shots of Light, is also your best album yet?
You know what? I think it is. And yes.
I keep interrupting.
No,
I'm
I
having
know,
to like, nope.
This is a conversation,
Okay,
Sophie.
fine.
With microphones.
Yes, in front of people that are sitting at home, just being like, she should just shut up, man.
No,
Just
they
let
are
the man
definitely-
talk.
They are not saying that at all.
Okay.
So what were you saying? Yes, it was the best, most productive, most excellent, most bodacious, most successful, I would say, year, the last year, which is... I just, as soon as the shows started getting canceled last year, as on the train ride home from Bonn, no, it was near Bonn, it was like München, no, I don't even remember, it was a Ruhrgebiet anyways, and on the train home, that's right, my show in Bonn was canceled, so I started headed home, and on the train home I decided I have to learn how to stream. So right away, I jumped online, and as I say, the family followed me, and it's just gotten crazy since then. So yeah.
But it's also crazy in the sense that for a lot of people, obviously, it's been very tough, and they haven't gotten to do what they, well, a lot of musicians, obviously, huge boom, chaos for the music industry, but actually you managed to then really turn this into something positive and productive. Do you think, how do I put this question? Because I don't want to frame it. So let's just say, open question. Can you elaborate on, do you think it shows a wide range of emotion rather than just being, I don't know, reflective of the times and the frustrations going on? Or, do you think there's a prevalent emotion on the album?
Yeah, I would say that. Actually, probably, well, I don't know. The entire album was written, except for one song, actually. There's one song that I had written the year before, which was sitting in my songbook, so I just kind of brought it into my process. But everything else was written through the Corona times, and so it's really a lot of soul searching and a lot of ups and downs. And there are there's some songs in there like Old Habits and Famous Last Words that are kind of hoppy, bumpy things, and Reason and Rhyme is really hoppy, bumpy kind of things. But all of these songs really are like they're kind of questioning, and there's another one in there that's very, very scary. Actually, it's called Automatic, and it's just kind of about how automation is taking over. And I think that has been a byproduct, obviously, of this last year. Also, is that we've all gone online, right, to do basically everything, and this automation that was slowly sort of taking over our lives has just taken like a huge jump forward. And so there is a song called Automatic in there, which is actually quite creepy and has been very popular with the family and with the listeners, and that made it onto the album as well. And on the album, it is like super creepy, and I have a video actually being made for it by 4 VFX pros, just so amazing. Nicholas Crone and his team. There's VFX guys out in Vancouver. Leonard Breed and Evan are out in Vancouver, so there's like an international team of like 4 different VFX pros who are putting together this video for Automatic, and it's going to be frightening. And
amazing.
And it's actually kind of frightening me even to talk about it. But that's also touched on is automation and how like that's taking over. And I kind of feel like our choices are vanishing. So that's on there as well, and there's sort of some society touches and sort of questions about what's happening, and the title track "Shots of Light" is very much like walking through like society and just kind of seeing as it changed and trying to hold on to positivity. So there is totally, es gibt auf jeden Fall große Positivität unten den Volken, würde ich sagen, aber ansonsten ist es eine Corona-Platte auf jeden Fall.
I just said, okay. I didn't hear myself. I was confused because I wasn't holding this in front of my face. I was so immersed in the conversation. Just like, mouth open. And you touched upon a lot of questions that I've got on my little smart little card here.
So great. You're back on stage cards.
Yeah, aren't they fancy? They're
very guided. They're very
guided. Okay, so one more question about the album in general. So what's your ultimate feel-good song on the album?
Well, there is Old Habits is probably the main feel-good song, and it's kind of about the habits that we have and how we love them and we think that they're helping us, but actually they're taking us apart. And that song features all kinds of great performances. My friend Brendan Hamley played on so many of my records. My dear brother out in Swindon in the UK played drums on the album. Hayo Cirksena, hero here from Hamburg, played a bass, played on my last record as well. Actually my roommate and my friend Raid did some clapping on the track as well. But for sure the all-star performance is J.M.I. Faulkner. Plays guitar on Old Habits, and it is such a fun romp. It is so much fun. It's got this, cha-cha, cha, 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 and it's just like so.
I'm vibing.
It's just, it just gets right into you. It's amazing. So that's probably the feel-good song, yeah. And there's a lot of pretty things, and Hagen Kur and Chris Drave playing the strings, and my buddy Robert Carl Blank, the dear bro, plays outstanding guitar, rhythm guitars and electric solos and stuff on there. And Svante Buchholz sings some lovely back and vocals. It's just it's amazing. And David's up there as well. David Rick plays some guitar. So yeah, these guys are all amazing. The whole thing was recorded at Elevate Studios here in Hamburg with Nico Klaukin and Justin Niedroch. And it's been a time of my life. I could talk about it for hours, Sophie.
Isn't that amazing how, like, despite the isolation this year has brought upon us, you managed to collaborate with so many different, artists, and so that's amazing. And I'm glad that you had such a fun time recording it.
So amazing. This record has totally changed my life, and I want to shout out right now Matthew James White, my dear friend out in Berlin, New Zealand singer-songwriter. One of his songs is actually in the ambient track behind our speaking here. And he, right when the Corona crisis began in February, he started a Facebook group which brought together about 15 of us, different independent musicians, and that really did a great thing for all of us. So Matt, you're a hero. He put together this Facebook group, and we were instantly chatting, and that created really helped a lot of relationships, and that definitely helped my network to blossom for sure. So yeah. But I also want to say though, because you mentioned like a lot of musicians have suffered, and a lot of people have suffered, and I've definitely it's not been just because I've had the year of my amazing year of my career, and been very, very fortunate to work with such amazing people and written so much music. I mean, it's also been there's been some really deep downs, and I really my heart goes out to everyone who has suffered in the last year. And every time I pick up this guitar and play for you guys, it is in the name of all of my fellow musicians and creatives who have been negatively impacted by this stuff. So this is to all of them, and I hope that the stages open up again real soon, and that we can see all of them back on stage.
Back on stage. Wow.
Back on stage. That was unintentional.
Oh man, this would be a genius segue. I'd be like, let's send you back on stage now.
Should we save it?
Okay, let's come back to it. I've got, let's say 2 more questions. Is that good? We got time? Yeah? No rush? All right. It's all good. You mentioned that you let your fans vote on which songs make it onto the album.
Yep.
Has it happened to you that they didn't vote for this, that you were kind of disappointed with the choice, that you're man, I thought this was one of my best songs. It didn't make it into the vote.
You know what's funny, actually? So I'm very careful about that, because the way that I do the song vote is obviously that people get to choose the largest percentage of it, but I also save like 2 or 3 votes for myself. So with this album,
the veto,
so well, not veto, but in case something doesn't make it. And with this album, I had 3 votes, and I gave the 10 votes to everyone to vote, and I followed these results of the vote very, very strictly. So the 10 that made it in, there was a couple I really didn't expect, but they were voted, so they went on the record. But I had the last 3 votes. So there was a couple, honestly, that I was really surprised people didn't vote for them. So I had to give them a save, and I think it was worth it. But that's how I run the vote, anyways. So
I think that's a pretty genius.
But I'm really strict to the results. Like if people vote for a song and I really did not expect it, or I don't think maybe it's my strongest one, if they voted for it, it's going on.
A man of his word.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, and really quickly because a lot of people are already watching, commenting, you have a very passionate fan base. So what's your favorite way of connecting to them? Is it like when there's shows, like, people coming up to you after them, or is it reading maybe stories or comments online about how maybe your music's impacted them? Can you tell me a little bit about your connection to them?
Well, definitely there is no way that any of this would have happened without you guys without you guys supporting and listening and sharing, which is going to be super important coming up in the next few months. Releasing the new album Shots of Light, of course, on Spotify and YouTube and these videos and all this crazy stuff. So none of this will be happening without your guys' support. And so for starters, I want to definitely I shout that out as often as possible because it's totally true. And so that's what's my favorite part of that? I mean, I love reading comments and I love answering comments. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming because there's a lot of comments and stuff. So I sometimes I kind of have to like go take a walk or something. But otherwise, I love like going up to the merchandise table afterwards and chatting and stuff. Like I love that stuff, and definitely the online shows, the Homebound concert series every weekend is something I absolutely love. And seeing people in the chats, and I got this cool software that I can fly their comment into the screen so we can all read it together. It's like, yeah, I love the online shows. I totally love being actually on stage as well. So. At this point, I don't know when that's going to change back, but tonight I'm on stage at the Knust. I can't say which one is my favorite. I just really appreciate everyone writing in and as I say, commenting and sharing and listening. It's amazing. It's changed my life. So.
Hecklers as well.
Hecklers are less fun, and stalkers are even less fun than that.
You had
anything that ends with curs or clurs, yeah, not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay, well, luckily that's one advantage of the whole keeping your distance. So, one last thing before you're back on stage, because we did talk about this. I wanted to ask you about your involvement with the organization Lebenshilfe.
Yeah.
That you mentioned that you're really stoked on. You want to just say a couple of sentences and
absolutely,
and I'll let you go.
Absolutely. Ich liebe Lebenshilfe. So Lebenshilfe, for starters, for everyone in the English-speaking world, Lebenshilfe is a nationwide organization in Germany that supports special needs folks and gives them a workplace and a community and many times accommodations as well. And it's just such a respectful organization, and it gives so many people such a sense of value and worth and a place to go in a community. It makes me want to cry every time I think about them. Lebenshilfe, absolutely heroes. Und diese Nachricht ist auf jeden Fall für meine Lebenshilfe-Freunde in der Schwarzwald. Lebenshilfe über ganz Deutschland, aber leider im Moment, ich spiele meistens in Baden-Württemberg. Nur in Baden-Württemberg, also es heißt, ich liebe Baden-Württemberg und das ist, wo ich spiele. Der Lebenshilfe-Tour jedes Jahr, der 2 Wochen der Tour Ende Juni, hoffentlich es geht dieses Jahr. Es war verschieben von letztes Jahr natürlich, hoffentlich es geht. Ich liebe den Schwarzwald, ich liebe für euch zu spielen. Es ist leider nur die einzige Ecke Deutschland, wo ich spiele, aber Lebenshilfe über die ganze Land ist so eine klasse Familien, würde ich sagen. Ich bin so stolz auf euch alle. Wir singen zusammen, wir posten zusammen, wir geben Hochfünfs, High Fives, hoffentlich im Juni, wie gesagt, großer Fan von mir zum euch. Alles gut zum alle Lebenshilfes über die ganze Land.
Amazing.
I love Lebenshilfe.
I could tell.
I really do. Yeah, these fantastic folks.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Morgan. With no further ado, obviously we could chat for hours here, and we will be back in the chat. And you guys at home, you can leave your comments at any point, anytime, and we'll get back to them in between songs.
Bitte schreiben.
Yes.
Unterstützen.
Yeah. Unterstützung.
Nachvollziehung.
Yes.
Nachvollziehen, yeah.
And false friends. I think that's it.
Alles gut.
Okay, so we're going to be putting on our masks as you walk back on stage and I walk back behind the computer screen. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been lovely chatting to you. Interview
My pleasure.
Part 1. And you guys have so much fun with Morgan Finlay. Very excited to have him here tonight at the Knust for Back on Stage. Let's do this.
Thanks, Sophie.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go.
Just an acquaintance of a random night, another hello that turned into goodbye. Funny how good memories can often make you cry. Old scars don't bleed anymore. ties. Left off, I'm out of town, not long enough to see you around. If I stayed a while,
Eins, zwei.
town just as well. Someone like you would be the welcome change. I'm just driving in the rain. Driving in the rain. Just driving in the rain. Left off, I'm out of town, not long enough to see you around. If I stayed a while, I would tell you
Sophie, all good and installed over there?
Yes, and I've also managed to turn on my microphone before replying to you.
Great one. Hey, do you have to wear your mask at your station as well?
I don't, because we have a split screen between Fabian and I, which is thanks Knust for hooking us up.
All right, great. Nice one. And by the way, I have to say that the reason that our conversation went so long was because I have like the total gift of the Quatsch, and so I'm like super Quatscher. And so I take full responsibility right here.
Both ways. I mean, yeah, likewise. Can't shut up.
Tell me about it. I'm telling you. Here we go then. Willkommen zum alle. Looks like I've attached my strap wrong. So I'm going to just do that properly here. There we go. Live on the internet, live on the www. For those of you who don't speak Deutsch, that's what www is www. All right, so let's go live to the www here. Thanks you guys for coming tonight. Vielen Dank, dass ihr gekommen haben zum Knust fürs Back on Stage. And es freut mich, ein paar Songs für euch zu spielen. It's so cool to be back on a real stage, and not just any real stage, the Knust here in Hamburg. Boom. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. It's called My Good and Noble Friend.
Life has been kind, it's how you see it. I find you take away from it what you bring. Meet you at 5, we'll drink to being alive, and you'll untangle the state I'm in. My good and noble friend, you seen me aching when my full brain is breaking, and yeah, I'm missing my fine control. All things been said, I've got a much clearer head than in Toronto a decade ago. Good and noble friend. In these times when my mind races about, close my eyes, let the words come tumbling out, and come back to the moment we're in right now. You may complain, and with your peaceful explaining, you say it could always be worse. Well, I know you're right, and by the end of the night, you'll have me laughing until it hurts. My good and noble friend. In these times when my mind races about, close my eyes, let the words come tumbling out, and come back to the moment we're in right now. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Na 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 na. Hey! Na 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 na. Over the years, the ring gets worse in my ears as my memory loses how and where.
long as my heart looks like it did at the start, well, you can count on me till the end. My good and noble friend. Yeah! Woo! In these times when my mind reaches about, close my eyes, let the words come tumbling out, and come back to the moment we're in right now. Hey! Yeah! Hey, hey, hey! All right. Little crackle pop it there at the end. Woo! I'm getting all fired up, and you know what's so geil too, so cool, is I can kind of see the comments over here on the board. They're a little bit small, but I can see them. I can see them. There's a chat on the right side, and there's a chat on the left side. Oh man, I see so many names that I recognize. There's Ella and Götz, so great. There's Kalle, great one. There's Klaus, Klasse, nice one. Oh, there's Gabi, great. There's Steffi. Hey, it's time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Where's the camera? Looking right there. Happy birthday, Steffi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Got a little Überraschung a little bit later, but I'm not saying anything yet. Yeah, so it's Steffi's birthday, actually. Happy birthday to you. And yeah, I see so many names here that I recognize. Let's see, there's a chat over on the right side there. Winter Wonderland. That's how we would say it in Deutsch, isn't it, Sophie? Winter Wonderland?
Winter Wunderland. Und ich mag gerne Ihren Kommentar. Ich nehme an, es ist eine Frau. Ich weiß nicht, ob du ihn lesen kannst.
What? Bitte?
Winter Wonderland.
Oh,
is saying.
Oh ja, okay, there we go. Winter Wonderland. Hey Morgan, schön dich mal wiederzusehen. Ich mag deine neue Frisur. Längere Haare. Macht dich mindestens 10 Jahre jünger. That's pretty funny. Meine längere Haare. Well, I have you know right now, Frau Winter Wunderland, dass tatsächlich, ich habe meine Mütze getragen. Would you say getragen? Ja, so ich habe meine Mütze getragen seit die letzten paar Stunden, dass ich kann so ein bisschen ruhige Haar haben, weil ansonsten so, you should see me ins Morgen, ich bin so eine Tennisballe. Es ist wirklich so, wenn eine Tennisballe alt ist und es hat so ein bisschen Pfuff, ich bin so super Pfuffmeister und dann und es sieht wirklich nicht so schön und so, ich trage meine Mütze, right? And sorry? It's really fluffy. It's really fluffy, and it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, you know, fortunately and unfortunately, there's no one looking at my morning hair right now. But so I put my Mütze on, und das hilft. Also ich habe gefunden in den Stream vor ein paar Wochen, dass es sieht ein bisschen wie Burt Reynolds ein bisschen. I kind of have Burt Reynolds hair a little bit.
Wow.
Which, yeah, there's a reach back for you, hey? Burt Reynolds.
I'm here, I'm paying attention.
Anyways, Winter Wunderland, danke. Tatsächlich, heute, I've decided today I'm starting the countdown to the haircut. I can't wait for a freaking haircut.
Oh.
And the countdown is on 23 days. Frau Merkel said last night that it's going to be March 7 that we're opening back up. Let me tell you right now, March 7 at 9:01, I'm going to be sitting in the chopper's chair.
If you get an appointment, that is.
Let's see. Well, my man down in St. Georg, he's a super tall, great guy, Nasir, and he's been cutting my hair for 3 years, and he is going to be there for me with a sweet tea, I'm sure, and I'm gonna just get right in there and get chopped. But you know what? It's so funny. People are starting to get obsessed with my hair a little bit, and people, like I've read a couple comments like, oh, it's better now than the military cut that you usually get. And I'm not going
ouch.
I know, ouch. Eh? I'm not going and getting a military cut specifically, but it's, I like it short, and it's like.
I think it's a very, let's say, efficient way, German efficiency of dealing with your hair in COVID times. I mean, in the chat, Matt is saying it's called Corona-Matte, was du hast. But
That's
so,
right.
you know, if you just chop it off, you just shave it, and you don't have to deal with it. So.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Actually, now that it's coming, you know, it's coming to fruition, and like. you know, it's like this big silver bush. Silver bush. It's like this silver bush now. I'm kind of actually enjoying it.
Silver fox.
Silver fox.
Can I just say?
And don't let anyone tell you it's gray, because it's not gray. It's silver. It's silver, folks. Wherever that. There's silver. There's the camera. This cool thing with the cameras is Kevin put this light on these cameras so I can see which angle is. So I can see right now that it's you. Oh, no, it's not you anymore. It's you. Oh, Elian, playing with me, buddy. Okay. So, sorry, what were we saying about the silver Mütze?
We're just saying you have silver hair,
Yes.
which is not gray. So I think that's it. We got that covered.
We got that covered. Thanks, Sophie.
Yeah.
Thanks for driving things along here.
Ooh, so your friend Gut says grow a mustache.
Grow a mustache, Goods. Usually you have great ideas, Goods, but that is not one of them. That's pretty funny.
What? What's that, Fabian? 50 euros for a live haircut, live on cam.
A live haircut?
Yeah.
What?
A military haircut for $50? Yes. I would do it for you.
Have you got?
Yes, of course.
You have them here? Are you kidding?
Yeah. What? We have a haircutter, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schade that that's not on the menu.
Oh, we can fix it.
Maybe
no.
next time.
Too bad. Maybe next time, Fabi.
Okay.
You can
How
put your
much?
shaver away. Yeah.
How much would that be?
Well, you know what? I would do it for 50, probably. Yeah.
Really?
Well, like I say, I was going to go short anyway. So if people want to, you know, wenn die Leute möchten unterstützen meine eventuelle Schnitte, dann trotzdem, das ist alles gut. Aber ja, wie gesagt, also ich bin ein bisschen der Meinung, dass die längere Haare macht mich etwas. Also Kevin, du hast so eine schöne,
Flaunting his ponytail.
eine fulminantes. Alright, so weiter.
Oh, your friend Torsten. Grow a großer Puschelbart.
Torsten, I don't know what a Puschelbart is, but I'll tell you, I don't know. Torsten, there's something coming up for you, by the way, so you just hold on there. What is a Puschelbart? Would you tell me, please, Sophie?
I mean, like Puschel, fluffy beard.
A fluffy beard?
Puschel is something, you know how bunnies have a little fluffy tail?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That for me is a Puschel. So imagine that just in your face. Attached to you.
You know what? You know what? First of all, I have a problem. Like I have stubble here, but I can't grow anything like what Fabi has. Like it doesn't come out.
Quite impressive, yeah.
It is pretty impressive. Or my buddy Matt. Matt's probably in the crowd right now. Matt, love you, buddy. He has like Bush Supremo, and so some people can do it, but I can't do it. I'm like a 9-year-old.
I mean, A for effort, you know.
I'll take that A, Sophie.
And
thank you.
You're so welcome. Also, I just remembered, just start growing it out now, and then you'll be ready for Movember, you know,
Oh yeah,
that
right.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So you can cheat a little bit.
I'll tell you what, the funny thing is, I can grow upper lip. Like, I can do upper lip.
Mustache.
But everything else down here is just kind of like patchy. And there's a picture of me growing some upper lip when I was like 17, and it's really embarrassing. That's really terrible. I mean, I had long hair as well, and I had the upper lip, and it was just like... it's
Mission for them, a family. Find that picture. Find it.
Don't pretend I didn't say that. Ich habe nichts gesagt. Es existiert nicht. No, Movember is just kind of, I think it's a great cause, and for people who can push one out, then hau rein, but yeah, I can't do the Puschelsbart as much as I try. I'm gonna play a song for you, Sophie. Here it comes. All right, this here is called The Everything About Me, und es ist ein Wunsch für Hannah. This is a wish for Hannah. Hannah made this request in the last week, and I always take requests on my homebound shows, and tonight is no different, taking a request for tonight's back on stage here at the Knust. Viel Spaß bei eine kleines heißt The Everything About Me, a song written in Vancouver. It was a song written about something that was very, very sad, a terrible moment, and the interesting thing about this, the theme of this song is that actually it's so ironic and interesting to me that things that can feel like they're the worst thing ever in one moment, years later, it can seem like it's the best thing that ever happened to you, and it's very, very interesting to me. Also das interessiert mich ganz viel, dass etwas, was so schlecht ist in einem Moment, 2 Monaten oder 2 Jahre oder 20 Jahre später, ist tatsächlich die beste Sache, was könnte passieren. So for you guys, it's called The Everything About Me. Viel Spaß.
thought I'd fall apart quite like this. It seems the wind was taken from me before I could gather up my fist. With an empty click I noticed that my blood was running free. Oh, my angel won't be rescuing me. Even when the gun went off and I turned around to see where the killer had been standing, my baby looked at me. In 1,000 things I'd seen, this was the one I won't believe. Oh, my angel won't be rescuing me. She was a miracle to see. She loved me, she loved me. When it rained down the Yukon Street, she loved me, she loved me. She had a measure of soul rarely see. And I heard that understood everything about me. I leaned against a shady tree, crumbled to a seed. Started praying to someone who might have long abandoned me. When the sun arose the next day, found me shaking like a leaf. Oh, my angel won't be rescuing me. Well, she was a miracle to see, and she loved me, she loved me. When it rained down the Yukon Street, she loved me, she loved me. She had a measure of soul I rarely see. And I heard that understood everything about me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Na 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 na. Whoa, 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Staring in the firelights, the orange and the gold. I can smile upon the embers with the twinkle of the hope. In the glow of things accomplished by the man I live to be. Oh, my angel won't be rescuing me. She was a miracle to see. She loved me, she loved me. When it rained down the Yukon Street, she loved me, she loved me. She had a measure of soul you rarely see. And I heard that understood the everything about me.
You. Hey. You. Feeling like you guys? Thanks very much. Wow. Okay. Sophie, what's going on out there?
I think there's a conspiracy in the making. I think we might have an instant song request.
Really?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. They're still figuring out the secret words, but maybe
Really? Okay. Very interesting.
maybe there will be one. We got one? Fabian, go for it. Tell me what's up.
What?
Yeah, Klaus just sponsored a instant song.
Oh, great.
And Morgan, 3 words there are actually 4. It's Klaus, Mark, Utah, and family.
What? Klaus? Okay, good.
Klaus. Mark.
Mark?
Mark.
Mark, like the word.
No, the name.
The name.
Mark.
Klaus,
Mark.
Klaus and Mark.
Utah, like UTA,
Oh,
it's
Ute.
a name as well. I guess.
Ute.
Oh, it's an A. but
Uta.
Utah.
Oh, okay.
And family.
And family. Okay, all right, here we go.
Do you need those words written out, or can you?
No,
Well,
no,
it's just names and family.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that they're all of Klaus's family because I know it's Uta, liebe Uta, du bist immer beim Homebounds. I know Uta is his sister, and so I guess that Mark is either his brother or his father, or, well, I don't know who Mark is anyways. And then family, well, here you go. Klaus, are you ready? Are we ready?
I think we all are.
I think we all are, no pressure. All right, folks, well, this is the first time I've ever done an instant song. Klaus, thanks very much for the support. Here comes my man. Okay. Let's see what we got for you. There's really a lot of potential to make a complete fool out of yourself when you do an instant song, isn't there?
You kind of hyped it up yourself, though. You were
I
all
did.
like, "Oh, I did comedy improv." So now I'm like, "This is gonna be hilarious."
Hilarious. All right, here we go. Klaus,
we could
Mark.
just laugh at you.
Well, you know what? It's all good. It's all in the name of fun, and I know Klaus has a golden heart, so he just wants the best, whether his instant song is amazing or not. But you know what? It's going to be amazing. So here goes, Klaus.
Last night, I was hanging out with Klaus, and he told me that Mark and Uta were family. Whoa, whoa, yeah, Klaus. You said that Mark and Uta, well, they were family. Everybody loves family. Oh, I love family, Klaus. Whoa, 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 Mark and Uta, give it to me, family. Oh, I love family. Oh, Klaus, Mark and Uta, oh, you're such a great family. Make me so inspired, 'cause you're family, Klaus, Mark and Uta.
How did I do?
It was very emotional.
Well, I was struck.
all-
I was
wow.
struck by you know, as soon as Klaus invested in the instant song. Thank you on behalf of Back on Stage, Knust, and myself. That's fantastic of you, my man. Yeah, as soon as I heard those words, like they started, like we were talking, but they were sinking into my soul. Those names, and then the word family, obviously, and they were sinking into my soul. And then, like, as soon as it was like time to go, well, what can I say? It just happened.
It's just something outside of your control.
Is effectively what happened. Did we get that on tape, Kevin? Do we have a copy of that? That was we have a copy of that. Hey?
I think we do. I think we do.
Okay.
And then maybe. So what's the name of the song? What's the name of it? It's a hit single.
Well, it's called Klaus, Mark, and Uta Are Family.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what it's called.
Will there be a studio version of this?
There could be. It depends on Klaus. But yeah, I also kind of went down the direction of Queen. You know, I was thinking about like Queen a little bit. You know, when I was doing that. I don't know if you noticed, but it was a little bit like, you know, a little bit Bohemian Rhapsody, a little bit like I Want to Ride My. Well, not really, but you know, it was kind of like, you know, it was a little bit Queenie.
Yeah.
It was a little bit Freddie Mercury.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I can see that.
I'm so glad you saw that, Sophie.
Of course, I picked up on that totally. and also to just to confirm, Mark is in fact the brother. So you got that right. Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? Like I say, as it was sinking into my soul, I began to understand, and that's when the melody poured out of me. Klaus, thank you very much. Very generous of you. And you, my friend, were responsible for my first ever instant song, which actually I think is a totally hilarious idea, which I think I'm going to bring to the homebounds, Vinka Vinka. Anyways, I couldn't stop laughing at my own idea today.
Nailed it.
And thank you very much, Sophie. Thank you. What else is happening out there?
I mean, since the first instant song was such a success, I would just like to encourage people to maybe request another one. There's the one that I was talking about earlier. Well, I get a little sneak peek here of the words that they'd like to include, and that one, is a close second, is a contender to the one you just played.
There's another one?
It hasn't been formally requested yet. The cache has yet to flow, let's
I
just
see,
say.
okay.
So
Hey, the buck stops here when it comes to instant songs.
I would really like to see that happening. So maybe encourage them.
Ich möchte auch nur sagen, Sophie, also jede Instant Song ist
Ja.
etwas anderes. Also jede geht tief in meine Seele und kommt aus von meinem Bauch und meinen Gefühlen und meiner Erfahrung. Also jede ist anders. So, es ist kein Instant Song ist die gleiche. So, ich freue mich auf jeden Fall.
Ich kann das sehen.
Yeah.
I would love to hear a Neil Young cover actually, but the $500,
It's a little steep, isn't it?
yeah.
This is what I'm saying, I just don't cover. So I had to, I reached into my calculator and I figured out how much that honestly would cost, and that was what we came up with. But I have to say, I would love to play a Neil Young song or a Leonard Cohen song for you guys tonight for a special Unterstützer, special supporter. But let's, if it happens, it happens. Folks, I'm gonna push us forward here. Sophie and Fabi are reading all of your chats, all of your comments. Please keep them coming and keep the support coming, please. You are not only supporting myself, but you are supporting the Knust in Hamburg, this unbelievable venue, and all of the fantastic people who work here, and the culture scene in Hamburg. This is pretty much the center of it. It's such an honor for me to play here tonight. And also backonstage.tv. So you guys are supporting three organizations, three entities, including myself, with all of your support tonight. So, but I'll tell you what, Sophie, I'm gonna play that song that we were talking about earlier, and it's called "Shots of Light."
Oh yeah, new favorite? I think so.
Well, I'll tell you what. So this song, die nächste Stück hier heißt "Shots of Light." Das ist den Titeltrack. I love saying that, even though that's obviously not the way you say it. The title song is the title song off the new album called Shots of Light, and it will be the first single released, die erste Veröffentlichung, 19. März. Leute, 19. März kommt den Single und ein unglaubliches Video für Shots of Light am 19. März. 19th of March, this song, Shots of Light, will be released. It's the first single from the album. And I'm very, very, very proud of it. It's kind of a bit of a heartbreaker because it's just so, it's really so connected with the Corona times and everything that's happened. And it's just about taking a walk through our cities and our squares and down our streets, and just kind of noticing how everything is different. And yeah, so this is for you guys. It's called Shots of Light. Goes like this.
Look in the mirror, check my hair, pocket my key and take the stairs down to the street. I see the markings of despair on the sidewalks and in the square. It don't look good. But there's a glimmer in the ball, under the writing on the wall, the shots of light. While I wonder where the lines are, how much more there is to take. Never so hard to draw the beauty, never been so much at stake. In the disruptive times like these, we can get lost among the things that might be true. Behind the mask that blocks your face, all this fear wants to erase a happy you. While I wonder where the lines are, much more there is to take. Never so hard to draw the beauty. Never been so much at stake. I'd have changed the tune. I'd have leave your room. I'd have make a case for your survival. Telephone pings, online shiny things. Tired of just being happy I'm alive. Oh. Underneath all the bricks and bones, everyone longs to have some hope to pull them through. At the end of Main Street in the park, where the kids drink in the dark, they're doing shots of light. While I wonder where the lines are, how much more there is to take. Never so hard to draw the beauty. Never been so much at stake. Oh man, thanks you guys very much. That song every single time, oh, just empties me right out. Almost as much as Klaus, Mark, and Uta, our family. As I looked up in the last verse, I noticed the two of you beaming widely, and this makes me very curious.
Do you know what this means? We talked about this earlier. It means
The $50 haircut live.
You're kidding? What?
No,
is it the haircut?
Is it the haircut? No, that wasn't on the menu.
No.
We were joking, right, Fabi?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it mean?
And so Ella is quite right. There is an instant song on the way.
Is there?
There is.
Okay.
Do you want to sort of loosen up? Maybe ask you a couple more questions, or do you want your 3 words right now?
There's 3 this time?
There's always 3. There's 3. Well,
There was 4 earlier.
That's true. That's
right?
true.
So yes, you know what? Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you tell me the 3 instant song words, and then I'm going to let them seep into my soul.
Right.
And but you can continue to. We can talk, and that'll sort of loosen up my tongue a little bit.
Okay. That's why I was wondering. I don't know what your creative process.
That's how my
creative brain works.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That's how I write my instant songs.
Right. So, Fabian, am I saying it? Are you saying it? Who's saying the 3 words?
Oh, we can do both.
Oh my God, this is exciting.
Okay, all right.
So I will start with the first word. It's see, not like looking, like the water.
Okay, good, great. Okay.
S-E-A.
Yes.
Next one is guitar.
Guitar. Okay. C and
And
guitar.
the last one is the pencil.
Pencil. This is fantastic.
And this comes from
Raffaela and Götz.
Ah, great. Ella and Götz. Fantastic. Oh, I have got an instant song for you guys coming right. As I say, it's streaming through my soul right now. Sophie, was there anything else you wanted to maybe talk about before I go on the...
I actually have quite a lot of questions. I'm wondering how crazy of a question I'm going to ask you, because I don't want to throw you off the C guitar pencil train. So maybe just tell me, because quite interesting for me, as I'm a German national living in Hamburg currently. You moved here, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
I moved to Hamburg actually 4 years ago. No, wait a minute, sorry. I said 4 today, actually. I was totally wrong. 3 years ago next month.
Right, okay. Yeah. So, and tell me about what that was like to come from a different country, a different cultural context, to then like get here, and how did you find your place and establish yourself in the music scene? Because I find that quite a daunting sort of thought. Plus, Germans don't necessarily have the reputation of being super, warm-hearted, and so did the Hamburg music scene welcome you with open arms, and how did you sort of, how was your experience like?
Well, I mean, this whole thing actually started, quite a bit before Hamburg. Although I came to Hamburg on, I think, my very first tour in 2005. I think I came to Hamburg. I know I came to Berlin, but I've been in Germany for 15 years, right? So I've accustomed myself to a lot of it over time. And the Hamburg music scene is, for me, a story of a network of great players and people and producers and studios and neighbors and friends, and which has just grown and grown over the last couple of years. But so, I'm not out there playing tons of places. I typically, wherever I live, I don't play a lot of venues. Like, I just kind of prefer when I'm in my hometown to just chill out and, do my own thing and be like, just sort of, just walk down the streets, not be like the guy who plays all the different venues and stuff in my hometown. It's typically how I roll. But so I mean, and mein Deutsch ist nicht so scheiße. So so I've been practicing for quite a while, and so on the Deutsch side, I don't know. It's like I say, Hamburg has just kind of been the natural next step for me. But I've moved through a few different places in the last 20 years. So. Before Hamburg it was Erlangen, and before Erlangen it was Sevilla, and before Sevilla I was back in Vancouver, and then before that I was in County Kerry in Ireland and stuff. So that's also plays into things, is that I'm a bit of a chameleon that way, so I can totally adjust and get used to a new place very quickly. But I have an Irish passport. Ich habe einen irischen Ausweis, also es hat mir geholfen, ganz viel geholfen zum Integrieren ein bisschen. But and I will say that actually definitely that Deutsch folks have very warm hearts, but maybe not such warmth like on the Postbank Kundenbetreuer line, or the KS. I shouldn't say this. I won't say the organization then, but I called an organization actually for customer service about 2 years ago, and I had the most legendary interaction with a German person on the phone. I asked a question, and she actually said 9 5 times in a row. Like 9 wasn't good enough for her?
No, no, of course not.
She actually said 9 5 times in a row. She could have stopped, and just left it at 9, 1 9, but
she had to really hammer.
She's like 9.
Hammer it home.
9, 9, 9, 9, and then before the 5th 9, she sat back and she's like 9. Like she really, it was amazing. Anyway, so but otherwise, I have to say, Deutschland has been so wonderful to me, and it's such a wonderful country. I'm so proud of this place. I love living here, and the people have been absolutely fabulous to me. So now I'm ready to play the instant song.
Okay. Do you need to sort of play them back into your brain again? Do you want me to say them again, or
we have C, and we have C, and we have Here we go. Should we save the instant song for after the next song, or is we're in a kind of a roll here? Can we do the instant song now?
You know what? I'll leave it up to you, because
Okay.
you're the artist. Come on.
Okay. Fabi, you're going to say something there?
Instant means instant, I guess.
Now the thing with me is I'm the king of the crotch here. So, this is what has come to me actually in the instant song for Ella and Götz.
Sometimes I go down to the sea, just my guitar, my pencil, and me. Yeah, when I'm by the sea with my pencil and me, it just makes me want to do things like write music.
Oh, when I'm down by the sea, maybe Ella and Goods are with me. Yeah, when I'm down by the sea with my guitar and me, and my pencil, of course, is there too. Oh, sea, you're so great, especially when I have my guitar and my pencil dabei. Oh yeah, sea, oh the sea, oh I love the sea, especially when my guitar is with me and the pencil in my pocket. Oh man, there was something that happened there. It was thank you, Ella and Goods. There you are, Ella and Goods. Thank you very much, Ella and Goods, for that instant song. I'm getting better and better at them as we go along here. But right now, I have to play you guys another song because I know that we're marching forward here, and I want to play something that is a request actually for Christina Duking. She requested a song that I haven't played in quite a while now. Thank you again for the instant song, Ella and Goods. That was very, very special to me, and especially special that you guys supported it, so thank you. I want to play something called Seattle. Christina requested this. I hope you're out there down in Frankfurt. Christina, this one's for you. Thanks for the request and the support as always. It's a little song called Seattle. From in here, it seems like empty streets alone can read my mind. Flashing past to where I don't know. Faded is the presence of your silence to move with me today. Tackle its mystique for one more day. Breathe you in the darkness of your eyes. I never looked away. So love is slow to do. In Seattle is a space that I'm going through. Lean into me, yeah. The feeling deep inside of the Parasico dream. To the very thing I need. Will I feel sunshine of our secrets on me that way? See, tackle its mystique for one more. Darkness of your eyes. But never looked away. High above the cobblestone, I know you. Pieces of a man I've grown to you. In the shade your heart has won.
patterns of the sun sweeping me through Pioneer Square. In Seattle there are things that just ain't there. My endless rain, my quiet hours, whoa, yeah, heights I know that can bring me down, whoa, yeah. The window, giving quiet little shadows. They roll across the room, filling in the space where we begin. The empty bed I'm lying in tomorrow. When you open up your eyes, oh, I'll betray another life. The things I get, the things I know for true. In Seattle, there is not another you.
That was absolutely stunning. Thank you very much. And a lot of the fans have gotten quite emotional. I feel lots of memories,
Yeah.
lots of good times.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I wrote that song in 2004 or 5 and brought it out on tour, and it was on one of my first full lengths. Yeah, yeah. It's a very, very emotional song, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
To completely change subject, we've got a question from Torsten.
Ah, okay.
Do you want to read it yourself, or do you want me to?
Well, let's see. I've really enjoyed how you've been, bringing over the chat, Sophie. Actually.
Okay. You want me to relay or?
Well,
No.
I can.
You can read it.
Eine Frage. Hat mir 2018 gesagt, dass gerne ein Projekt mit yes, that's right. But I can't read that super long word there. I remember.
Gefängnis.
Yeah, Gefängnissassen.
Insassen.
Insassen, yeah, machen wir, yeah. Yeah, so that, das war eine Idee und ich habe diese Idee ein bisschen verfolgt und dann habe ich gedacht, dass vielleicht es wird nicht die beste Idee, aber ich überlege ein bisschen. So this idea that I was sharing with Torsten when we first met, actually a couple years ago, was that I have the idea to go and teach guitar in a prison. And I thought about it, and I found actually the prison that I was going to go and talk to someone, and I literally like almost kind of had my bags packed to go and do this. And then I kind of thought that I need to have a bit more respect for how the relationships could develop between myself and inmates, and so I kind of I put the project on sort of the side burner. But Torsten, that's so amazing that you remember that, and it is something that I still would love to do because I think even though folks are in jail, that they are still humans and they still deserve to have I don't know, they deserve well, I don't know. So this is how complicated it is, right? So I don't know. It's an idea,
imagine,
Torsten,
yeah.
which I still love this idea, and I actually even have a particular prison in mind, but I just want to be sort of careful and sensitive. So, but that's You know what, Torsten? In honor of your, do we have more chats that we need to discuss here, Sophie, Fabi?
I mean, Kevin's like, nope.
The boss is
Let's move
cracking the
on.
whip, eh?
Yeah.
What are we looking at for song-wise? How many more tunes can I play?
Just
hey,
play.
well, you know, if the thing is with my playing is it comes with a little bit of talking, Kevin. So that's just the way, you know, it's.
Fabian,
But,
what's going on? You've
I
gotta-
guess you put like 6 or 8 songs in the GEMA set list, so that's the amount of songs you're allowed to play right now.
We actually have to revisit that, by the way, Fabi. But all right, yeah, no, I do have a couple songs I want to play, and actually, Torsten is such a dude, and he also made a request, which I am going to honor right now. This song is actually on the GEMA list, Fabi, but it's not even registered because it's so new. And I want to play this one for the family. This is a dedication for the family. Written by, it was written just a few weeks ago, actually, for my Homebound concert series nights, because I still write one new song. Ich schreibe ein neuer Song für jedes Homebound Concert. Nächster Homebound wird der 20. Februar. Ihr könnt das checken auf mein Bandcamp, morganfinlay.bandcamp.com is where you can get the tickets. And but I write a song for every Homebound show. And this one was written for like Homebound number 36 or 7, I think, a couple weeks ago. And a couple of people have requested it already, and Torsten requested it for tonight's show, and it's coming right up. And this here is something I'm very proud of. And I have the words here because I really, I don't want to screw it up. But this song means a great deal to me, and it is definitely going to be produced in the future, and because it's very, very special. So this one is a request by Torsten. This one's for you, man, and I know you sending it out to the family, so this is for the family as well. This is called It's Hard to Know. Viel Spaß dabei. Es ist schwer zu wissen. In Deutsch is how you would say it. All right, it's called Hard to Know.
I've been standing around, letting things that I made up get me down, and been overwhelmed by little fears, 'cause it's hard to know what's going on here. I've been hurting such that to comprehend is sometimes too much, though I know that someone's gotta steer, though it's hard to know what's going on here. What's there more to say that in a century will matter anyway, as the notes of normal disappear? Well, it's hard to watch what's going on here. Oh, we've all been cheating death, underestimating every precious breath, on account of what's becoming clear. Well, we ought to know what's going on here. Well, I've been thinking of you, feeling all the years that's fallen away from view, and I'd call you on the phone, my dear, but it's hard to say what's going on here.
Yeah, well, thanks, you guys. Yeah. Thanks for the request, Torsten. Vielen Dank.
I ran away. I'm sorry.
That's all right, because I figured you would come back at some point. I thought maybe, you had to go backstage at backonstage.tv.
I'm here.
There you are, Sophie.
try-
Thank goodness
yeah.
the show is saved.
I was trying to do some nonchalant research there. I was trying to get my phone, but you know what? I'm just gonna ask you the fun questions, if
The
that's okay.
fun questions, those are my favorite.
As long as we got, I don't know, a couple more minutes. I don't know.
We got
Definitely
time for
towards-
questions.
Okay, towards the end of the show. But you're an avid cyclist.
And so-
What's the best place? What's the best city in the world for cycling?
You know what I have to say right now? I hear a lot of complaining actually about Hamburg Cycle Network and stuff, but Hamburg is a great city to ride bikes in. I mean, every city has dangerous corners and places that can be improved and stuff, but Hamburg is a great city to ride a bike in, I gotta say. Vancouver is a fantastic city to ride a bike in. So proud of the homeland, Van City. Vancouver has been super pushing ahead with bike lanes and stuff like this, and super proud of them because you know what? Whether you like to ride bikes or not, you should have that choice. That's what I think. Whether you're able to walk or you need a wheelchair, you should have the choice of being able to get up that staircase over there. You should build a wheelchair ramp. Everyone should have the option to access the same things, and that goes for everyone who prefers to ride a bike and can't afford a car or doesn't want to have a car. They should have the same right to ride down that street. Now, I'm not going to get all wigged out about this or nothing, but I just...
Because I thought this was going to be a fun question, not to get all political.
Oh, sorry, Sophie. There I go again. Well, the thing is with Vancouver, there was a whole bunch of people who were like, I hate bike lanes and run. They're like, super aggressive and stuff. And it's like, man, get over yourselves. Like, everyone deserves the same rights,
But why? Bike lanes are a good thing.
Well, I think
Get
so,
rid
too.
of cars. I mean...
Well, you've probably been in North America. North America is the land of the car, right? So,
Well, yeah.
cars
definitely.
and trucks rule. I had a girlfriend, 20 years ago, and her father went to Texas. He had work in Texas, and he was an avid cyclist, like crazy cyclist. And he brought his bike to Texas, like he's that crazy. And he lived in Montreal, and he went down to Texas for a couple weeks to work, and brought his speed bike with him. And he was riding bikes, and people were trying to run him over. And he went through a town in Texas where it was illegal to ride a bike.
Squeeze me?
That's what I said, Sophie. We're coming back to the fun now.
Wow.
You brought us back to the fun with Squeeze Me.
I mean, it's just,
Isn't that outlandish?
It is, yes, because why do you need 5 big-ass trucks and be like, nope, can't have a bike. It's good for the environment. We don't want that shit anywhere near.
I don't know, but I can't explain it, you see, but I get a little wigged out because, like I say, whether you like to ride a bike or you want to drive your Dodge Ram or you like your little smart car, who cares? Like, you should have the right to get to the same place, in safety and comfort, and so, yeah. But, I like cars, cars are cool. I dig cars. I use cars, from time to time.
Sure.
I would have a car if I could afford one, probably. But it would be an electric car, just for the record.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Anyways.
So, in short,
Yes.
your favorite place, Hamburg or Vancouver? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Although
Okay.
Sevilla, I lived in Sevilla too, that was pretty good, yeah. I'll tell you that Ireland would be great to ride around, and I know people who've ridden all around Ireland and stuff, but it's pretty dangerous. Like, I lived in County Kerry, like near a main road, and I had to hitchhike the whole summer that I was there, and oh my God, people drive fast. And on the other side, of course, right?
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
me, like, coming from London, I basically forgot how to ride a bike because this entire time that I've been there, I literally witnessed so many accidents with
Yeah.
people like flying through the air, and there's potholes, and then there's the double-decker buses, and I mean, it's just
Yeah.
people
And
are
all that was
insane.
before Brexit, right?
Exactly, yeah. So imagine now, people will identify European and go, run them over.
Yes.
Kidding.
Yeah. No, I would love to go back there, and I almost went actually back to the UK to see my dear brothers in Wales. A couple of, and I would have, of course, passed through Swindon, and London, and Manchester, but it didn't happen. But yeah, anyways, we said this was going to be. That was a great fun question. Thanks, Sophie.
I thought so.
It was a great one. I loved it. It was loads of fun for me.
All right.
Was that a segue into the next song, or do you see something in the chat you need to respond to?
I wish it was. I wish I could have been like, well, your next instant song is bike lanes, accidents.
Could
No.
yet happen.
Fabian, what's going on your side of the chat? Anything exciting happening?
I'm sorry, no.
Aww.
Okay, guys,
Well,
come
maybe
on.
we
Come
can
on.
encourage people to once again, to browse through the menu, see if they see anything
Yes.
fun or exciting.
Bitte, bitte.
But Morgan, if you like to ride bikes, we're starting a delivery service with our vegan food truck. So if you like to, you can just deliver some food and give a private concert for everyone who likes to. What's
Fabi,
about that?
I thought I was the one with all the brilliant ideas tonight, but I was wrong. Man, that is a great idea. Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out.
That's pretty cool. The Knust is doing that now?
Yeah, so Dienstag we're starting.
Okay, Dienstag,
Dienstag.
fangen an zum Liefern vegane Essen.
Veganer Burger, vegane Pommes, always vegan.
Wie geil ist das?
Vegane Wurst.
No way.
Yeah,
Wie cool.
and on the first day there is 50% off.
Oh my goodness. Gotta
So-
fire that into the chat. Oh, I see someone, Gast Blaine, Cat Carl is, what about another song?
They don't like us losing so much time
All
with
right,
the,
okay,
the,
guys.
the quatschen, you know?
Sorry, I'm just, that's totally my fault because I am like the super talker and I'm feeling so comfortable. And that's what happens when the super talker feels comfortable. He just lets it go. All right, so, but I want to keep things on track a little bit here because I just got a couple more songs for you guys. Ein paar mehr Stücke für euch. Und der nächste hier ist etwas, was ich geschrieben habe in 2010. Es ist eine how would you say a survivor's song anyway, Sophie?
Überlebenslied,
Überlebenslied?
probably.
But it's like survival song. I mean, like a song
Yeah.
for the survivors, you know? Überlebenslied.
Badass Kämpfer-Song.
Badass Kämpfer-Song.
Yeah.
All right, Leute, das ist eine Badass Kämpfer-Song für euch. This is a fighter's song. It's for the survivors out there. It's a little something called Alle Alle. Viel Spaß.
I came out of the jungle under a steady rain. Lay, 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 lay. There were blood trails behind me and a knife through my brain. Lay, 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 lay. And it was on the brilliant river that I ran upon the truth, where my father stood beside me, staring at my cocoon. There is always a reason these things go like they do. Lay, 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 lay. I was weeks at the roadhouse. I took shots to kill the pain. Lay, 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 lay. I awoke to the lessons I was bound to learn again. Lay, 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 lay. It ain't time overtake me, unburden me, it's true. Came around a sort of corner, I reached out for things I knew. Now and then came a whisper, sometimes it screamed at you. Lay, 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 lay. Through these changes of season, well, I marched despite it all. Lay, 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 lay. Under cover of darkness, I listened for the call. Lay, 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 lay.
it's wonder and torture, with every hill I take. What a fortune a soldier scrambles over his mistakes. All these things I consider as I swim back into the fray. Lay, 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 lay. The tattoo of my decision will lead me on to Judgment Day. Lay, 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 lay. Don't give up. Merci, thank you guys, thank you.
Oh man, every time I play that song, jedes Mal, dass ich spiele diese Song, ich gehe zum gleichen Platz, also einfach, dass wir halten fest, dass alle halten fest, das ist so wichtig und besonders durch die letztes Jahr, also especially important in the last year to just hang on tight because we're getting out of it, and to me, honestly, it feels like we are slowly getting out of it, doesn't it? Does it feel like that to you?
I think so, and sorry, there's a bit of feedback.
Oh, yeah, that was a little bit of feedback.
And Kevin just totally tripped.
He just
I don't know.
totally tripped, but I have to say, but
Kevin
did you notice,
down. Huh?
Do you know what he did? He exactly spoke to the theme of the last song is he tripped, but then he totally did not give up, and he totally saved himself.
He got back up on his feet. Woo!
Hey, that was the whole theme of the song was like, if you trip and you're going to face plant, just don't give up.
Exactly.
And Kevin didn't give up. We saw that, folks.
Matter.
I wish everyone could have seen that.
I wish they'd seen it too. It was quite an iconic moment here.
It was an iconic moment here at Knust, Hamburg for backonstage.tv.
Yeah, that's going in our little wrap-up best-off video.
Yeah, Kevin, is there a chance? I mean, you always got cameras around. Did you take a selfie as you were doing that save? Is there a chance? Did you take a selfie as you were tripping there? No? Okay, well, there's Kevin. All right. Oh, no, you missed your chance. The red light wasn't on. Kevin, can you come and stand in front of that camera again, please? And don't trip. Careful. Okay. This is Kevin Winokur. He put this whole... Hey, he did trip.
He's doing it again.
But he didn't give up. Did you see that?
He did not.
Again, he didn't give up. That, folks, was Kevin Winokur. He put this whole thing together back on stage. Prost, my man. Invited me down to play this lovely evening. And actually, Sophie, if you'll allow me to take a moment here, I also want to prop everyone. So we've got back on stage, folks. That's the camera I'm looking at right now. Ich möchte einen großen herzlichen Dank. Ihr könnt uns einen virtuellen Applaus geben für unsere liebe Kevin, der Chef, the co-chef von Back on Stage TV, and Sophie for the marvelous hosting and the super interesting questions that start funny and sometimes end a little serious. And then I want to, and everything else, thank you very much. And
wow.
But I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to also say thanks, vielen Dank auch zum die ganze Knust-Team. Also erstmal Dirk, danke fürs Buchung Und Kevin natürlich auf den Licht. Ja, thank you very much, Dirk. Kevin auf den Licht, Olli auf den Ton, Fabi auf den
Stuhl.
Den Stuhl und den Moderation und den Chatten und den vegane Fahrraddienst Werbung von nächsten Dienstag. And of course, Elian here, over here on the master controller, flipping the screens for us. So the whole Knust and the whole Back on Stage team, thank you guys all very, very much. You guys are great.
I think, yeah, a literal round of applause is in order.
Absolutely, thanks you guys. Man, I mean, I had never played the Knust before, and to come in here, even though obviously there is kein Leute, to know that this kind of a team is running this place, I mean, Hamburg is so blessed, so cheers to you
And
guys.
lots of applause from online as well. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for being very active and very encouraging.
Yes. And now I think I would like to play, let's see, I have 2 more songs, is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, I got zwei.
That's great.
Morgan, will you give us a flying rock kick?
Oh, it has that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to give a flying rock kick. And you know what? If there's anyone else there who wants to order a flying rock kick, I've got another one in store too. I brought a couple of them along actually. To give the flying rock kick though, I love this. This has actually been ordered. Oh man, people are really putting me on the spot tonight. Okay, so here we go. The thing is that I don't want to do my flying rock kick with the guitar on, because even though that would be pretty rocking, the guitar, it would be a little bit gefährlich for the guitar. So here we go. You guys ready for this?
Do we need an extra camera, extra angle, a GoPro or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
okay.
I think have we got a good angle here? On, like center stage here?
I'm trying to do a little drum fill.
Yeah, okay. Ready?
Whoa!
Hey, rock and roll.
Hey, who was that rock kick for?
Ella and Götz.
Ella and Götz.
And another one for Jonas, if you like to.
For Jonas?
Jonas.
Of course I do. Now, that was one of my favorite flying rock kicks, but I've got another one. Like I said, I brought 2 tonight. Well,
Oh my God, it's happening. Hey, ayo.
That,
Love
by the
it.
way, was a flying rock kick with additional fist in air.
Okay, all right.
That was just a bonus.
Full treatment. Okay, wow.
Wow.
What a treat that was.
Thanks. Hey, that was pretty good, eh, Sophie?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
I'm actually impressed.
Thanks.
Like,
Wow, amazing. Well, so was my hamstring.
I was gonna say, did you warm up? I hope so.
Unfortunately, I did not. No, but what I'm going to do after next Tuesday is I'm going to order extra vegan burgers to my house delivered from the bikes from Knust, and that will probably heal my hamstring. No problem.
I think so.
Yeah,
Delicious.
thanks for the orders, you guys, und für die Bestellung und der Unterstütz. Wir schätzen das ganz, ganz viel. Und ja, ich liebe zum Rockkicken. Ich rockkick nicht genug.
Ich sollte vielleicht bei der Gelegenheit noch sagen, also Thorsten ist sehr, er ermutigt nochmal einen Instant-Song. It's on the menu, but yeah, y'all will have to donate, guys. So maybe, I don't know, if you want to split the costs of another instant song, maybe we can organize that. And
There is still lots of instant song creativity, like inside of me, right about here, and it just wants to shoot out and provide an instant song. So, ich bin bereit. Ich bin auf jeden Fall bereit. Ich bin bereit. Instant song me. But first of all, I think I'm going to play something else while we're waiting and thinking about that.
please.
And this here is eine Wunsch tatsächlich, und es ist ein Wunsch bei Gabi für seine liebe Tochter Steffi. Und wie gesagt, Steffi hat einen Geburtstag heute. Today is Steffi's birthday, and Gabi, her mother, ordered and did a request for her. And I would be very pleased to play this song because this is one of the most inspirational songs I think I ever wrote. Sophie, you look like you had a question there.
What? Sorry, I was having a cough.
Oh.
I don't have COVID, but And so I turned away politely, and then I wasn't paying attention for a second. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Were you asking about more questions?
That was a cough?
I mean, it's still kind of in there because you kind of caught me mid-cough. So
Oh my goodness. Please, please.
excuse me again.
Wow, my goodness.
Okay, I'm back on track now. I got it out of my system.
Okay, good. Wow.
So
That was amazing. You held back a cough just because...
I did. I actually did.
For the sake of our chat.
Yes.
I could not hold back a cough under any condition, I think. And
Well, you live and you learn. What
you-
can I say?
That's really something. You should teach me how you did that. I actually got corona tested today because we're shooting a video on Monday. It's the last of 4 videos for the new album. And I wanted to make sure that the director who's coming up from Darmstadt and Justin, who is providing the lodging, that everyone is comfortable. And so I got a corona test today. It's my first ever corona test. And with any luck, my last ever. Because I did the Schnelltest, the fast test. And have you guys done this? Ugh.
Fabian's done it.
Oh my God.
In the nose?
That was absolutely
Tickle your brain?
Oh, that was so unpleasant. And they had to stay in there for like 10 seconds. He's like, just a few seconds later. And I was breathing fast out my mouth. I'm like, because this stick was like, yeah, way back there. And when he got it out, and thankfully I'm negative, but when he got the stick out, I was like, jeez. And I actually asked him, I don't know, I think I was delirious or whatever. I actually asked him, what is back there behind the nasal cavity? Because I didn't know. I didn't know what was back there, like what he was trying to touch. Turns out that was the top of my throat. That's what's back there. Did you know that?
I know you can't see my face right now, but I literally... That's what I did while no sound was coming out.
Yeah. And that was the same face you had when you wanted to cough.
Pretty much. Please, no one meme me because, please don't. But that's horrendous. I mean, yeah.
Oh, it was really crazy. And like literally it was in this empty space and I was like, what is that empty space? I guess I didn't listen hard enough in science class. But that was, it was the top of my throat back there that he was swabbing with this huge long spike.
I can't. So, in short, everyone stay safe.
That's right.
Keep your distance, wash your hands, so that we don't need any more throat or nose tickling corona Schnelltests.
Yeah, they're really not geil. But anyways, that's how it looks. That's how a corona test goes. You get a long stick in your nose. It's crazy. Whew. I suppose you could get a long stick in much worse places, but the nose was really not very cool. All right, so anyways, I'm negative, and it's great. And I hope you guys are negative, too. Where's the camera? I think it's over there. All right, guys, I got a request, like I say, that Gabby request. Oh, there it is. I hope you're negative, too. And staying positive is what I mean. All right, so this here is a request by Gabi für Steffi. Schönen Geburtstag, Steffi. Eine kleine Inspirationssong von dem neues Album heißt 7 Billion Little Points of Light. An inspiring little tune from the new album, written last year in the first Corona lockdown, season 1 of the Homebound concert series. Usually, in der Regel, ich spiele keine Song, 2 Shows in Serien, aber wir sind eine besondere Show heute Abend im Knust. Und es ist ein besonderer Tag, weil es ist die Geburtstag von Steffi. So, eine Wunsch, was ich spiele sehr gerne für Gabi and for the family. This is called 7 Billion Little Points of Light. This is for all of the 7 billion of you guys out there, probably not all in the chat, but all of the 7 billion people on this planet. We got to stick together, and we just got to watch out for our neighbors, and we're going to pull through. This is for you off the new album. It's called 7 Billion Little Points of Light.
From the front porch on down to the stream, let the sun on my shoulders shake the doubt from the seams. In an age of connection, we've been living the dream like we thought it would always be. Now I sit here and ponder how the party's gonna end if the link to each other
is gonna break or gonna bend, how the key to the future is being dropped in our hands, and it's all up to you and me. And these 7 million little points of light. I run with these feelings as the current takes hold. The wind in the blue sky says I'll never grow old. It's amusement and wonder that charges my soul and holds me inside the flow. Well, your weather predictions say it's more of the same, and your status quo status is the name of the game. You can hide in the shadows where you take all your blame, but you can't shake the subtle glow of these 7 million little points of light. It's the pressure of opportunity. Take a good long look around. Up in the darkness, in the dancing of the stars, as you strain to consider how we made it this far, does the truth of our smallness help you out of control or remind you of anything? If you're over the worst part and you're ready to fly, if you sit on this park bench and you just want to cry, these are confusing times, friend, but it's just you and I who can turn around everything. And these 7 million little points of light. Yeah, there's 7 million little points of light. Yeah, there's 7 million little points of light.
Ah,
What a banger that is. Nice lighting, too. Feels like the universe is behind you.
actually, that was amazing. Great job, Kevin. Man, Kevin bringing the earth into the Knust. That was big shout outs, bro. That was fabulous ambiance. Beautiful. Whew, I love playing that song. Happy birthday, Steffi.
And a little bird told me, I mean, or maybe I'm misunderstanding. I think it was Ella that asks you, you know,
I know.
that asks you who's singing a little Geburtstagsständchen, a little birthday song for you tomorrow. Is that true? Is it your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How old are you turning? 26?
Yes.
Because of the hair, you get it?
Yes.
10 years younger? and
Well
such?
done.
Okay,
Well done, Sophie.
thanks.
26 for the 21st time.
Yeah,
Believe that, if you will.
I've got the same strategy with dealing with birthdays.
Yeah, actually, I'm having a birthday tomorrow. So apparently, it's bad luck in Deutschland to wish someone a happy birthday before the day.
That is absolutely true. So I will explicitly not do that. So I'm just asking about your plans.
About my plans. Well, I'll tell you what
Yeah.
I'm going to do, actually. I'm not going to do very much, but I am going to upload the first single from the new album, Shots of Light, which I played earlier. I'm going to upload it to the distributor, who is then going to send it on its way to Spotify and Apple Music and all those ones. I'm going to do that tomorrow, on my birthday. Yeah, I'm going to upload the track to Spotify, and that's really cool.
Exciting.
Yeah, so that's really cool, so that it's good and in time for March 19th when Shots of Light, the first single, is coming out, and the video. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, and then I'm also going to help my buddy Robert Carl Blank. I'm going to help him to put up some soundboards in his beautiful studio called Songwerft, and that's going to be fun. And other than that, you know what? I am going to try not to drink too much.
Honorable. And that coming from an Irishman.
You know, that's funny you say that. Actually, when I lived in Ireland, my rhythm was Guinness, cider. Guinness, so nights, you know?
Okay.
Guinness night, cider night, Guinness night, Guinness. It was 3 in 1.
That's got a nice rhythm to it.
It does.
Guinness
too.
night, Guinness night, Guinness night. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.
Hey diddle-day, diddle-day. Yeah, exactly. So,
I love it.
so that's exactly what I was doing, was the hey diddle diddle with the Guinness and the ciders when I was living in Ireland. But I've been drinking so bloody much. I don't know about you guys at home or you guys in the room here, but holy cow, has it been an alcoholic year? Oh my God. I mean, but that's not alcohol. That's a Kräutertee, isn't it?
My drink of choice. Herbal Tea, Kräutertee, den mir Anne gespendet hat. Anne, danke.
Hey, nice one, Anne. Cool, klasse. Yeah, you know, I'm drinking.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers with the tea. Sweet one. I'm drinking a lot of tea too, but honestly, basically every single night since I've been stuck at home, I think honestly, if there's been 365 nights of Corona, I have drank for at least 350 of them. Yeah. I have to say, that's komisch. It's a little bit crazy. And so last night I took the night off. And tonight, obviously, I'm going to have a prost after this.
Of course.
And then, I mean, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to definitely be prosting my face off, I'm sure. 47 style.
I definitely recommend Kräutertee to post with.
Well, you know what? I actually...
Give it a shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let me try a little Kräutertee tomorrow. Let's see how it goes down. So you know what? I got a little song that I want to play for everyone, but that depends on whether this is the. Oh, look, there's a blue light on, and whatever would that be for?
Oh, that is a flying rock kick with a rebel, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Okay, well, can you ask in the chat if they're expecting them at the same time or if they want one after the other?
Oh, I guess that would be great, right?
But they're from two different people, namely...
Oh, it's Vera and Regina.
Great. Thanks, Vera and Regina. I love it. Okay, well, look, you guys. Okay, so first of all, let's see. What's going to happen? I'm not going to do them together because that's just a little too crazy. But as I say, I have to take my guitar off first.
Of course. That would be a liability.
Because exactly. So, you know, and I love my guitar. I love both my guitars. The Seagull sitting beside Larrivee for the first time in forever. All right. So first is I think it's going to be a rock kick. And who's this for? Is it for Regina or?
The rock kick is for Fabian.
Regina, right.
For Regina. Okay.
Get ready, Regina.
Ready.
Yay! Hey
With
there.
the follow-up
Hey-o.
fist. Yes. Regina, I hope you like that one. That one was for you. Thank you for the Unterstütz to the Knust and back on stage and myself.
That was full commitment.
And
Again, being a man of 26 years plus, I don't know how many years, that was great.
21, I guess.
You know what? It's part of my daily thing. Is I do a couple of rock kicks, keep flexible. So there was a rebel yell, and who was the rebel yell for? It was for Vera.
Yeah.
Oh, Vera. You know what?
Who also bought a beer.
Vera, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Well, you know what? Thank you guys all for your support in the tickets and the purchases in the virtual bar here. It's very, very great for all of us together. Okay, so Vera, this one's for you. First, I really need to fluidize.
Was that herbal tea? Guinness, herbal tea? Who knows?
that was black tea, actually.
Okay.
Now, I may be putting the rest of my concert at peril here, but I'm just going to do it because that's what was ordered. Kevin, you ready? I'll back off the mic a little bit here, Ollie.
Hello!
That one was for you, Vera. Woo!
Amazing. How are those vocal cords feeling?
Oh, I feel 22.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. There you go.
Like a
a rebel
leprechaun.
yell a day keeps the doctor away.
A rebel yell a
So
day
they
keeps
say.
the doctor away. A couple of rock kicks keeps... what does it keep, Sophie? Keeps you flexible.
Yeah.
Well-
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
You should do this. I'm not made for this. I'm at a loss for words.
Kevin, that didn't rhyme with a, but you know what? Flexible, you might be the first person in history who's ever rhymed flexible with day.
Totally rhymes. Morgan, before,
Sophie.
because we're moving towards the end of the show, I've
We are
already
indeed.
said to the audience at home, last chance to get your request for an instant song in, and for further donations in whatever form. But also, I'd like to ask you a couple more questions, either really, really quick ones, fun ones.
Quick, long, I love
Okay,
them all.
pick one, Newfoundland or Sevilla?
Oh, goodness. That's really hard. Sevilla.
Didn't seem that hard to me. Okay.
Well, it is because I love Newfoundland, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Sevilla is connected to all of southern Spain, and I love Spain.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to retire. I think.
Yeah. I'll see you there.
Meet you there.
I don't know how many years for us.
In España.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Ay. Okay. Ulster
Ay, ay, ay.
or Elbe?
Oh, Ulster or Elba? Well, Ulster. Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah,
How come?
that one's pretty easy. I walk around the Ulster actually pretty much every day or every second day. Yeah, I love walking around the Ulster, the lake in Hamburg. Oh yeah, but I mean, hey, no offense, Elba lovers, no offense, riverheads, because I also love the Elba. I love the river, but it's got to be the Ulster for me. Yeah.
Okay. Last one is, if you were to get a tattoo, would it be a shamrock? How do you say in German? Ein vierblättriges Kleeblatt?
Wow, that's
Or-
a shamrock in Deutsch.
Yeah, it's like a
Vierblättriges-
four-leaf clover, that's why.
Wow, that's a vierblättriges
Vierblättriges Kleeblatt. I have trouble saying that even.
Wow, that is a mouthful.
Yeah, that. So, would you get a tattoo of a shamrock or a maple leaf?
Oh, well, it'd be a maple leaf. Yeah, be a maple leaf, yeah. But frankly, I would never get either of them because I think they're both kind of silly sort of icons. But I'm not big into flags. So, no disrespect. I would probably put a tiny maple leaf somewhere, like, I don't know, somewhere.
I feel you. But I also feel like other countries have what's the equivalent to a maple leaf as it is to Canada to Germany? Like we have the most boring flag ever. What would that be? I don't know. Like an icon where you'd immediately be like, oh yeah, Germany. A pint.
Actually, it's a beer bottle or a beer,
Okay, there you go.
a beer stein. It's
yeah.
always a beer stein, yeah. And that's
Yeah.
another thing I would never get tattooed on me. No.
Same.
No.
Same here, especially as a herbal tea, Kräuter tea enthusiast. Might get it like a little cup, little mug.
Little mug. Would
Steam
you do
coming
that?
out.
With steam coming out, sweet.
If
Like
I
little artsy
were to
steam.
get a tattoo,
Yeah.
that'd be I mean, because it can only age well. I'm always gonna drink herbal tea. I'm not gonna be like, oh well, that was a stupid idea. It's just not gonna happen.
That's hilarious. Your herbal tea would be. I would get a herbal tea before I would get a maple leaf for sure, or a shamrock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to
So
say,
there's
great questions. Holy.
I mean, I do have another one that I'd like to ask. Is now the last chance I get to ask a silly question?
Is it? Yeah.
Probably. One more song?
One more song? All right, one more song, folks.
Okay. So then I'll get to it.
Break it down.
If you lost a bet, assuming that those would be the only circumstances in which you would do the following. If you lost a bet, would you rather make a hip-hop album or a techno song?
Oh, well.
Can we get some techno lights up in here?
Yeah, what's the techno lights? There we go. Yeah, okay.
To get you in the mood.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, you know what? I would love to try a hip hop record because I would love to just lay down some dank beats and put some words together. That would be fun.
Wow.
But I think I would end up going back to the techno. Yeah.
Would you?
Oh yeah, sure. I think so. Yeah. I actually had an electronic music side project a few years ago, which I quietly sort of buried under the rug, but it'll make a comeback someday. It's totally anonymous, and so I'm not anonymous, but I don't mention the name or anything, so I'm not connected with it because I just wanted to see how it would do like on its own, and well, it's fun. It's fun to listen to every once a year.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I like electronic music actually quite a lot, but techno is kind of a different beast, isn't it? So I don't know. It's hard. Maybe I would be like MC Morg or something. I don't know.
Would that be your DJ name?
Maybe it would be. I don't know. I would have to decide. After the alcohol wore off.
Yeah. Does anyone in the audience have another, either a rapper name or a DJ name for a Morgan?
Oh my God!
Please, we need some inspiration.
I'm sure someone does. Oh, I see Torsten. Is Morgan wearing his rock socks? He underneath my rock boots. I see the thing is, Torsten, when I got my boots on, I don't really necessarily need to have, well, of course I have rock socks under them. See, the homebound concerts that I play at home, I think it's very important to respect your neighbors, and so I always wear socks so that I'm not like, doing this thing on the floor because then they totally hate me. So I wear rock socks at the homebound concerts, and that's why Torsten is asking about my rock socks. And yes, I have rock socks underneath my Daytons. Boom. Yeah.
Shout out. Nice product placement there.
Oh, that was
smooth.
Dayton.com, DaytonBoots.com. Vancouver-made boots.
This video is not sponsored by Dayton Boots, just to be clear.
No, it's not, but I want to do one last plug then. If this is going to be the last song, I want to say once again, thanks so much to everyone at Back on Stage, Kevin and Sophie, and to Knust, Dirk, Kevin, Elian, Ollie, and Fabi, and everyone else involved in these two agencies for bringing this all together and for presenting an online show for everyone over at dringeblieben.de. And yeah, thanks. You guys are amazing. So thanks very much for the invitation.
Thank you.
All right, so this is a little quiet something to send us off here now. And that is, unless Sophie, you want to? No, you're good.
Oh, were you asking? Do I have more questions?
Well, I was just going to see if I can interrupt you in the middle of another cough, but no.
Not this time.
Okay.
Not this. Usually, yes.
Okay.
Not this time.
All
No,
right.
no. I was just saying. This will be then, I guess, your last song, unless we've got some more
That's
instant
true.
song requests or special encore things that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, there's really an instant song in me that is just dying to come out. So, Fabi,
Okay.
The best MC name for you just arrived.
Did it?
It's 50 Canadian cents.
So good. So good. I'm sorry, Annie, but I think that beats MC Morgie kick.
MC Morgan kick.
And then we've got another one, Fabian.
MC Alster.
MC Alster.
Morgan always stays around there. And I think MC Morganic is nice as well.
That's got a nice ring to it. Yeah. Oh, I like that one too. Yeah.
And we've got MC Morg from Orc.
Okay, that's got a little bit less roll, but respect.
I respect it too, especially the Lord of the Rings reference. But someone's getting mad. I think we have to move on to the next song because less talky, more singy, I think.
Right. Well, that's the thing is that I am a talker, so unfortunately, people who listen to my stuff have to listen to my stories sometimes too, and I try to taper them. But when I get excited, like I say, I just do it. It's my thing. So welcome to Morgan Finlay land. But I am definitely going to bring it with the last song for you guys, and this is a besondere Wunsch to everyone out there who is. Who is enjoying a comfortable night at home, in a warm house, and you got some family around, or people around. You got your internet, you got your TV, you got your Netflix, you got your food in the fridge, you got your your Gefrier fridge or whatever. You got your schöne Küchen. You got all your different beautiful amenities and stuff. And these are like securities, and they're things that is Sicherheit. This is Sicherheit ins Leben. This is a security in life. And I want to play this last song actually for all of us that we appreciate. It's an appreciation song, and so we appreciate the things that we have in life and all these little things that make up our security. And this song is called Insecurity, and I wrote it. Ich habe das geschrieben tatsächlich auf einen Zug zwischen Glasgow und Leeds vor viele Jahre, weil ich hatte keine Sicherheit wirklich, und jetzt habe ich ganz viel mehr Sicherheit ins Leben. I wrote this song in coming out of Scotland about 13 years ago. And in a time when I really didn't have very much security. So I want to send this out to everyone that you appreciate. Sit back, look around, and appreciate the things that you have in life and the security that you have. This is called Insecurity for you. Vielen Dank.
Across a bridge, along a shore, the sky is born some years before. Steel fence that holds the cliffs at bay unlocks a point I'd put away. Security, a bolder aim, the roads I run never the same. I'm not sure I'll get what I paid for. Let down my guard to touch your face. Gave up my heart to keep my blaze. I cupped my hands, shielded my eyes, but no big love for me, but no big surprise. Security, I'll be okay. You and my love out of the way. I'm not sure I'll get what I paid for. A dot in space, a satellite, watch down over me on through the night. Longer the train, further apart. Know where I am, I know where to start. Security, you wretched scheme, will you break my heart before my dream? I'm not sure I'll get what I paid for. I'm not sure I'll get what I paid for. Thanks, you guys.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
So much. Yeah, wow. Thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. Really appreciate it. I know the Knust appreciates it too, and Back on Stage appreciates it. You guys supporting Kultur, supporting culture, unterstützen der Kultur. Wir schätzen das alles ganz, ganz viel. Ihr helfen uns alle durchzuschaffen. And all the professionals in this room who are taking care of this. There's 7 of us in here. Is there 7 of us? There's 7 of us in here tonight who have worked so hard, all of us together, to put this together for you. And it's so beautiful that you guys support us and help us to continue doing this. And when I'm not sure when the next Back on Stage is coming up, but ooh, that's hot.
Is that you?
Very hot.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely me.
Were you gonna ask about the next Back on
Actually,
Back on
I was.
Stage
That's a question back
show?
to you,
Yeah?
Sophie.
All right. Well, thank you very
Darf
much.
ich?
Oh, you may. Du darfst. Absolut. Die nächste Back on Stage Show morgen ist noch was hier im Knust. Und zwar ist morgen die TV-Party hier im Knust. Aber streamen wir das auch? Ja? Okay. Dann war ich nicht richtig informiert. So we're streaming a TV party here tomorrow, which should be fun.
Okay.
Nice little Saturday night activity. You can join us, Morgan, little birthday boy,
Hey!
honoring us with your presence online. That'd be fabulous. And then we've got on the 20th of February, we've got Der Wahnsinn, am 20.02. Der Wahnsinn, das sollte im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes der Wahnsinn werden. Freue mich richtig drauf. Da wird, glaube ich, meine Kollegin Jasmin am Start sein, wenn ich mich nicht irre. Und dann haben wir am 28. haben wir My Little White Rabbit aus Hamburg, auch hier auf der Bühne, vom Knust. Und das sollte, du verstehst ja alles, ne?
Komplett. Voll.
Ja, okay.
Ja.
Also es stört dich nicht, wenn ich so ein bisschen auf Deutsch.
Oh, no. Ich
Okay.
liebe die Sprache von Goethe.
Okay, wunderbar. Ist es nicht poetisch? Also das geht hier ab in den nächsten Wochen. Ihr könnt gerne auch nochmal auf unsere Website schauen, backonstage.tv, für alle aktuellen Termine und natürlich auf der Knust-Website und auf dringeblieben.de. Before you go, Morgan,
Yes.
we missed at the beginning of the show, we missed a rebel yell from Klaus.
We did?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Klaus.
So,
He's been so supportive too with the instant song and everything.
he's been very supportive. He's been a legend. Yeah.
He is one of the family members who comes out every week too. So Klaus, you have a rebel yell coming to you. My God, this is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna tear the paint off the walls of this one. You guys ready for this? This is a rebel yell for Klaus. So we missed this earlier, hey?
We did, but
Wow.
Fabian fished it out for us.
Wow.
And then there's some talk right now in the community about maybe some further song activity.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I think Fabian's trying to negotiate a cover.
I think $500 is a little bit too much for a cover song, so I just put in a 50% offer code for the one who pays $250 for this one.
Okay, well, hey, you know what? There's no one who can negotiate like you, Fabi. So I'm glad that we have you steering the negotiations team.
I'm Twinkle.
Oh yeah, right. Of course, yeah. Well, it's 50. I mean, it's because it's the end of the show. I think we could even give maybe a 75% if that was the case. Just want to say
that is an incentive.
I know. Now I'm gonna have to play 9 Neil Young songs. No.
Not 9.
I don't have 9. I only have one Neil
I was
Young
gonna
and
say,
one.
I'm not ready
Cohen.
for that.
But they're definitely not. They're not just pouring out of me. Fabi, you can carry on with your negotiation there. But before you do though, I owe Klaus a rebel yell.
That's right, Klaus.
And I can do the rebel yell with my guitar on me. Like I can't do the flying rock kick, but I can do the rebel yell. Klaus, this one's for you. Man, that was just waiting to come out of me. Thanks, Klaus.
For a second, I felt like I was in some sort of commercial where, there's a super manly rock and roll man, and I was all, what is happening?
Like a commercial for, I don't know, Irish Spring bar soap or something like that?
Something like that, or like a beard oil. Never mind, you can't grow a beard. We've been through that.
We've been through that. Silver hair oil. Yes.
But yeah, so what else we got?
Just so glad I got that out of me.
You want to check any more of the comments there yourself, just in case?
It's hard for me to see all of them, but I see Winter Wunderland. Vielen Dank, Sophie, Fabian, Kevin und alle übrigen von Knust, Team von dieser wunderschönen, unterhaltsamen. What does unterhaltsamen mean? That's a long one. Stimmungsvollen. What does that mean? Entertaining, yes.
That's another noun. Unterhaltung.
Tricky.
Unterstützung.
Tricky.
Unterhaltend.
Okay, all right. Well, let's. Grammatische, learnings just kind of go in this ear and out that one. But ich versuche zu lernen, wirklich so. Danke, Winter Wunderland. Yes. What? Darf ich? Have I got some more to play here? I mean, I got tons to play. So.
Kevin.
Yeah?
He's got time for one more.
Yeah? All right, well, here goes. All right. So, I think I'm going to play something a little bit knackige, actually, because I don't want people falling asleep on their TV sets there. Well, I mean on their internet, on their monitors here. Und knackige rhymes with Knust. So, well, I'm sure if Kevin wrote a song about Knust, knackige would rhyme.
I was going to say.
But
doesn't rhyme at all.
But so this is a little something for everyone out there who tuned in. Diese hier ist für alle, was haben heute Abend getuned in. How do you say that, anyways? Tuned in.
Eingeschaltet.
Eingeschaltet.
Yeah.
Danke für die Eingeschaltung, euch alle. Es hat uns total gefreut. Also I can't really speak for them, but I'm sure they were gefreut too. And,
yes, I can confirm.
Sophie is confirming the Gefreutung.
The good times.
The good times.
Yeah.
Good times. And anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight and for all of your support and all your listening. And thanks again to the Knust and to Back on Stage. You guys are amazing. And this is a little knackige Knust. This is a little knackige Knust for you guys. And there's a couple people going to recognize this one. This is a Lied geschrieben in Irland tatsächlich. Und es ist eine Song von der See. Hat zu tun mit die Instant Song von Ella und Götz tatsächlich. A little bit. But also it has a little something for Klaus too. And it has something definitely lots for the whole family. This is for all you guys. Vielen Dank fürs kommen. And there's a little something for you called Fisherman's Son.
Knust version. Up to Kelly Biggs and back again with the largest of the fleet, and the wind and the rain, they all laughed aloud. And when they were done, did the skipper nod at the fisherman's son? Up from the docks to the abbey door, every troubled soul heard the father's roar. My faithful work has only just begun. See the ardent eyes of the fisherman's son. Well, all the town girls would laugh and sing and wonder about the boy with the sailor's ring. Brave around the sea, there surely was none. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Fine slide life in. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na na. Every troubled soul heard the Father's door. A faithful your work was only just begun. See the ardent eyes of the fisherman's son. Yeah. Well, all the town girls would laugh and sing and wonder about the boy with the sailor's ring. Braver on the sea surely was none. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Yeah. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Yeah. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. Not a single word from the fisherman's son. I love how the sound is in the Knust. I tell you, it just rings off the walls in here. It's so great to be back on these boxes, I tell you. Not a single word, 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 not a single word. Wow! Why you do them down there? Yeah. From the fisherman's swine. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't have to sing tomorrow on my birthday, so I'm gonna rebel, yeah, as much as I can while I'm on this big stage. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh man, thank you Ollie for the excellent Rebel Yell effects there. Man, oh man. One more time, you guys at home, vielen Dank to Kevin and to Sophie from backonstage.tv, and of course to the Knust, from Fabi, from Dirk, from Ollie, from Kevin, from Elian. These guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here and for all your support. We'll see you next time at the Back on Stage events or the Homebound Concert Series show next Saturday, February 20th. Woo! That was amazing. Thank you so much. Sophie.
I'm exhausted on your behalf. Like that rocked my rock socks off. I'm not wearing any cool rock and roll socks, but that was amazing. Thank you.
Wow. Hey, thank you very much. Thanks all you guys. Kevin, amazing. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it so much.
Very cool. Okay.
Wow.
Any famous last words? But I mean, I think we've pretty much covered it all.
We've pretty much covered it all, but I just want to say thanks once again to everyone at home and bitte ein bisschen Geduld haben. 19. März kommt die erste Single von der neuen Platte und ja, es wird geteilt über Facebook und YouTube und alles mit einem echt coolen Video. Ich hoffe, dass ihr dabei sind. I know you guys are going to be dabei, so thanks for being dabei. And yeah, that was about the last thing I wanted to say. New album, 19. März, 19th of March. Can't wait. Thanks again to Knust and Back on Stage. Yeah.
Thanks, Morgan. It was so great to have you. Thanks for such a fun evening. I think the audience, yeah, I'm impressed by how awesome and passionate and enthusiastic they all are. So thank you. Dear Emma family, it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, like you said, next Back on Stage shows are coming up soon. Please check the website. And yeah, hope you had an amazing, fun-filled, rocking evening. Thank you from my behalf as well. The entire crew, Knusty people, my buddy Fabian over here. Thanks again, Morgan. It's been awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great evening.
Yeah, alles Liebe. Bleib gesund, as they say.
Coffee cups, right about now you'll be waking up. It's scarves and beanies, it's cold in Berlin. Caught up with the family, rediscovering memories. Bedroom ceiling, wide-eyed and dreaming. When all the things I thought I knew fade like the morning dew. When home is just a point of view.